all that matters is your happiness. Who cares about the guests?
If you want to get married at Marina Bay Sands while there's a Marvel convention going on,
Yeah. Yeah, a cosplay convention. Wow, paid actors at your wedding. What is up?
And welcome to our coffee shop. I'm your host, Chit, and welcome to another episode of the KopiBros Show presented by the Chit Podcast Network. And for those of you that are tuning in via YouTube or any sort of podcasting platform, hi again. Thank you so much for giving us a try, for giving us a listen. We're just a Singaporean duo that are going for
a wedding banquet! Wedding banquet! Take my money! Oh, hey, wow, good. Saying it at the same time, hey.
For love.
Forget about me, my friend.
Yeah. I always wonder, right? Like, you know, in the US, the wedding system is that they go to like a Walmart or like a Costco or something like that, and then they register themselves for the wedding there. And then as a guest, right, you can go and then buy an item there and then give it to them at the wedding.
You can see that. Yeah, I know. You can see their wish list. Then you just tick like the moment you pick it, right, then you just cancel it. The wish list will auto cancel it off so that someone has already gotten it that for you already.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, to be honest, right, Singapore should do a system. Something like that. It'd be quite cool. But then again, you might get this one person and be like, here's your toaster.
Yeah. It's like... yeah, in your mind, you pick like a Smack water kettle that is like $200. Then the person buy for you like a Xiaomi $10 one. Here you go. It works the same.
If you're looking at a thumbnail, you will know that this week we're going to be talking about wedding venues. And now, Brendan, you did mention in the previous episodes that actually you are attending a lot of weddings, right?
Yeah. Yes, a truckload of weddings.
Yeah, which I guess felt apropos for us to do this episode. Just want to ask Brendan, right, in general, how many weddings do you think you've attended? Without
like my father and my mother, because in the past you usually attend as like a child of your parents.
I think that counts.
Oh, you think that counts? Wow. Then that's a lot. I think I attended at least like maybe 50 to 100 in that range.
100 really?
50 to 100 I think that range. You know that range 50 to 100.
Wow. Okay. Because I honestly, right, I think I've attended about 40 to 50, which I think is actually quite a lot already lah. Because I get a good feel of like different venue places and stuff like that. Yeah, but I think that I helped out at least 20 to 25 weddings, like at least lah. Or like played like some role in the wedding itself. Same for you?
Yeah. I say like about there. I think about there. About 20 weddings that you're either the MC, the coordinator, the something lah. Somehow involved.
Other best man or like driver.
Yeah.
The reason why we're doing this episode is that because I was checking the statistics about weddings, right? Apparently there's going to be like a record high of marriages in 2023, because in 2022 it's already trending to be the highest year, but then this year is going to be like the most. I did notice also that there are a lot of people rushing to get married this year in 2023. Why do you think that this is the case?
I honestly feel, right, it's because everybody is like post-COVID, like a lot of the couples that were stuck together already, right, then they are just, they just want to finally get their own place, and they want to move out, they want to start their new life together already. Last year they were still like, rules on off, and like
now it's like the first year that it's like, there's no rules. Like
I don't need to be scared that the rules will come back.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's one part of it, but another part of it, right, especially for Chinese weddings, right, next year is the Year of the Dragon, right?
Oh, but I feel like, do you really believe that, like, honestly, let's say if it's you, right, would you purposely try to have a baby on the Year of the Dragon? Like, would it really matter to you?
I think not for us, because we are not that like into
auspicious. Yeah.
We're not that auspicious, but I do think that for a Chinese person in general, right, like if they are auspicious person, this matters a lot lah. Because like the idea of a dragon baby is supposed to be someone that is like they go through life is very smooth, right?
Smooth sailing.
Yeah, smooth sailing. Yeah, I think that's why also the government they give a lot of subsidy for like next year the give birth or like a lot.
Yeah.
Because I think they want to have a lot of like dragon babies. Like it's a good way to have kids come out.
Boost the birthing rate. Yeah.
So sudden spike and stuff like that lah. Yes, yeah. Now I think to give it some context in general, we're going to be talking about different wedding venues in Singapore. We have different categories we're going to be talking about, and then we will like sort of name them off like each category one hotel that we will recommend. Because when you scope for a wedding, right, there are different things that you sort of prioritize lah. Yeah, and the reason why is that because next year if you're intending to go and find a place to get married, or the year after that, right, this is our sort of like gauge lah, or what we think lah, because we've been through so many weddings and stuff like that. Okay, we have a lot of wedding venues to choose from. So Brendan, are you ready to pack your ang pao?
Take my money.
All right. For this week's episode, we will be covering 6 different categories. Categories.
Shitteries.
Wedding venues in Singapore. These are the 6 categories. First up, we will be doing best food venue. Next up will be best atmosphere. Next will be best for a small banquet. Next will be best for a big banquet, which is we're talking, I think, like maybe like 50, 40, 100 tables like that. That's all range. Next one is best value for money. And the last one is best overall. So we're just going to all recommend one hotel each or one wedding venue lah. It doesn't need to be a hotel. First off, Brendan, we're going to be talking about best food. All right.
Give me the food.
Given, Brendan, that you have indulged in 100 different weddings.
Over my entire lifespan, I get this is since I was a kid. Yeah lah. I have 2 of a very close fight. But if you tell me honestly, which is the best food that I would like choose, like I always when I eat there, right, it's like I feel like wow, damn, this is money well spent. Because you're paying a lot for the food. It's just like wow. I think the first place that comes to mind is Pan Pacific, and that's where my brother here got married.
Pan Pacific, and yes, for me also, I think very clear, obvious, right? Personally, the best food in Singapore. I've been to, as you said, a lot of wedding venues, right? Pan Pac is the best lah. For me, it's just the best in terms of food quality and stuff like that.
Correct.
How many times have you been there? Just curious.
I think 2, 3 3. I like recent years. I think 2, 3 lah. Like in the past like 5 years. Okay. I think 2, 3. Yeah.
My wedding, and then like
my wedding and one of my other friends' wedding, and I think one of Amanda's friends' wedding.
Okay, 3 weddings lah. Yeah. Just curious. Out of the food dishes there, right? What is the one dish that like stands out to you?
I remember, right, I really love their soup.
Yeah, the soup is damn nice, right?
Yeah, bro. Like honestly, the one thing that I remember like super clearly, right? I remember it's like a superior broth. It's like some like some broth.
Okay, I'll just give a rundown of the how I did my choosing the wedding venue.
Menu.
The main priority, right, for my wedding, right, is number 1 is the food. Really, it was because both my in-laws and my dad and my own parents, right, they were saying like, okay, if people are going to come to our wedding, right, they have to pick good food lah. So honestly, we look at least 20 different wedding venues, right? And then after that, me and my wife, we were saying like, okay lah, let's not do Pan Pac, because we have like, I've been to Pan Pac at least 3 times already for different and in the close proximity, right? And then just because of the food, right, we ended up going back to Pan Pac lah. Yeah. But okay, so what I had for my wedding venue, right, the dinner, was that the soup, they offer 3. They are very famous for 2 soups lah. One is they have a cordyceps double boiled baby abalone soup lah, which is like with compoy, fish maw and cordyceps, all this one. Yeah, so that's the one that I went for because my family want the traditional. Chinese
the double boiled chicken soup with the sea treasure. It's a sea treasures, right? Yes.
Number 1, right? Every time I eat there, the food is always hot. Like I've never once experienced where it's.
Oh my gosh.
Hot.
That's the main. That's all. That's all. That was honestly what I was going to say. It's like everything you come out right. It's like it feels super fresh. It's like damn, this food is just like. Honestly, that's like the hard to find in banquets nowadays lah.
I think for Pan Pac, right, they did explain to me like the heaters that they put right is really just outside the banquet hall, so they immediately take it out and put it on lah. So it really will always be fresh and hot lah. Okay, so the other food dishes that I had was the tiger prawns with the wine, which was nice. Garupa, which was also nice. Roasted chicken, also nice. But another thing, right, that I feel a lot of people eat right at Pan Pac, right, is that they have this thing that is like a fried rice with mushroom and pork, and then it's in a lotus leaf one. It's
yes.
So this is the dish, right, that like a lot of people, they will sign the waiver just to take the food home, man. This fried rice thing, because they are very full already, right? Because it's the end of the dinner, but they still want to eat it the next day.
Correct. And Pan Pac, the serving is sufficient enough, right? That by the rice, right, you're already quite full already. Majority of places is like you're gobbling down the ifu noodle or the rice because you're just like you're just super hungry. You're just like thinking like after this I'm going to go eat McDonald's. In just the past few months, right, I went for one wedding, right? When the soup came out, it was cold. I was so upset, It was the first time that I didn't finish the soup in the wedding. I was just like, I can't believe I'm paying for this nonsense.
We're not going to say the venue lah.
Yeah.
You also know whose wedding is it. I think it matters a lot because the soup is like always the second dish.
Yes.
After the cool dish, then the second dish. Yeah, so I think it like kickstarts the thing lah. Okay. I also want to talk, besides the food itself, right, why I think Pan Pac is a good place in general. There are two ballrooms in Pan Pac. So one is the Ocean Ballroom that can fit 380 people, but I do not recommend to go to that ballroom. Specifically, right, because that ballroom has a very low ceiling. So when they talk, right, it's very loud lah. Yeah, which was one of the things that I remember about going to another wedding when I went there earlier. But now, if you have to go to the Pacific Ballroom, right, I would recommend that you go and get that one, because that one, right, can fit up to 680 people.
On my list, right, actually Pan Pac was one of like the top places for a big wedding, because considering the like how good their food is, their decor, as well as like the size that they can accommodate, right, it's really one of the rare fews lah.
It's in a separate wing of the hotel also. So when you enter, right, the registration booth is like in the entrance there, so there's no way for people to not see the registration area. So it's very clear, like they go see the registration, then after that they go to the cocktail area, which is also very big. I did check the rates recently. It's about 2,500 per table. It's expensive lah. It's not the cheapest option available, but I think if you are someone that really values food, right, especially if you're a Chinese like wedding, right, I think this is a very clear and obvious like the best lah. I've really eaten there 3 or 4 times, right? It's the main factor why I picked this place for mine. But you were saying, Brandon, you have one more option, right? One backup.
Yeah. Honestly, I was very shocked at this place where I went there to eat, right? That I thought like, wow, damn, their food is not that. It's really quite good. And I was quite surprised. It's Shangri-La.
Yeah, Shangri-La. Yeah, Shangri-La.
Yeah. Top notch. They have this stewed kurobota pork belly.
That's good,
damn! I tell you, that was like top notch. When I ate it, I was just like, I was a bit blown away. I was just like, damn. Yeah. Can I come back for another way? I'm looking around the table like, is there any like missing people that don't want to eat this crew, that don't eat pork? Oh, you don't eat pork.
But I think overall, Pan Pac wins just because you've been there more than you feel like.
Yeah. And overall, like a majority of the food is like the standard is there,
Yes.
Yeah. And they are very consistent. So it's like Shangri-La, I can't say the same because I only went there there once. Yeah. So it's like I don't know whether that is like sometimes like it's a fluke. Like not say fluke, like they are inconsistent. Like that day they do them well, then another day you go back, it's like horrible. Yeah.
Not as nice. I agree. But for both of us, we're gonna give our best food award to Pan
Pac. You can take it. Take my money.
Take my money. Let me take your food. All right. Next up, it is the best atmosphere. Now, Brandon, what is the best atmosphere that you feel you've been to? Yeah.
I feel right. There's a reason why people pay a premium for this place. It's so freaking expensive that I honestly, when I went down there, and then you can understand why lah. You know, you can understand why it costs so much, but then you're just thinking, wow, it's really just paying for the atmosphere because the food is okay.
Yeah.
When the food is, when the food, but at the end of the day, it's the fact that when the food is okay, right? But because the atmosphere is so good, then you're just like, I can understand why it's so expensive. You know, because like the atmosphere is that good. So this place is Capella. Capella. They really know how to set the standard there, the standard right. And honestly, it's like when people go down there, right, it's like they really know that they're going to spend a bomb. So it's like the reception area when we going in, right, there was a violinist and I think a cello player like playing like I was just like, what no, I don't know whether it was used by Capella or they hired it on their own, but I was like, wow, way to set the tone right. Because when you park the car at Capella already, right, and you're walking to the ballroom, right, it really feels like a certain class. There's really a certain class there. You know? It's like, it feels like them like, wow, damn, this place is really like, oh, I can really imagine this is like a place where a president stays at, you know. Then while walking the ballroom, you're just like, damn. Then after that, when you reach down there, there's a cello player playing, like, wow. Then you're just like, then you're just like, wow. It seems like I really don't belong here.
I'm not watching Bridgerton.
It was very, very cute because like they had a very like atas looking, right, ice cream shop. Ice cream, those like bread ice cream and the cold ice cream, but it's like a atas version. It's like a very nice like wooden plaque and like the ice cream there. I was just like, wow.
I've never been there for the wedding itself. So I really have no idea like how does the layout look and stuff like that.
Oh.
So is it like can fit a lot of people? 30?
No,
30?
that's the reason why I feel like is very good because when you're talking about ambience, right, when it's too many people, right, it messes with the atmosphere of the place. You know, like it's too big. It feels like more like a event dinner, not like a company event dinner rather than like a wedding banquet. It has to have like a nice, big enough, but like not big enough. So their max capacity, if I'm not wrong, is 30 tables. Just nice. I feel it's just nice. Then the hall is circular shape. It's one like dome. So it's one dome, right? Then there's in the middle, right, there is like a glass dome as well, so that you can see the outside, right, with like floral chandeliers coming down from the middle. Whoa. And like a huge LCD screen at one side, right, so that everybody can see. Then like everywhere else, it's like wooden like barriers to like cover the outside. You just like, damn, this place is really built for. It's like they know that this was really meant to be like a classy wedding place. Yeah, wedding venue, because it's like everything you want in the place. It's like circular shape. Like the walkway is just nice for like a dome. You know, you walk to the center, then everybody can see you. Then after that, there's the huge LCD screens for a wedding. Then like there's still a centerpiece in the middle. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, they know how to. Yeah, they get the ambience really right.
No one there. You're just like, wow. No wonder they're charging me so much.
I guess I'm paying for ambience. Yeah. But you're saying the food is just average, lah.
No. I said the food is good, lah. I said the food is okay. It's not the worst and it's not the best, but I think it's good. But it's just that
10?
Out of 10, maybe like 6.5. I think maybe 6.5. Maybe 6.5, maybe closer 6.5, almost 7. But it's just that the fact that you know that you paid so much for it. I don't know whether it's because the fact that you know that you paid so much for it, right? It just eats at you.
The food is eating you.
Yeah. So you're cutting like you're cutting the pork and you're just like, oh, this is like $20. Like, for this one piece of pork, $20 per slice. Wow, good lah, this place.
All right. For myself, right, after Capella, I think I've not been to a wedding here, but I did go and scout this location to consider for my wedding venue. At the time, it was not that popular, but I think now everyone knows it. Everyone considers it like the atmosphere wedding venue lah. Would you like to take a guess?
JW Marriott?
It's JW Marriott.
Yeah. Is it? For the longest time, even when I got married, right, JW Marriott was like the cream of the crop, I think maybe at that point of time it was like beginning to pick up the trend because like they had the huge LCD screen, right?
Yes. Okay. So like when I went to JW Marriott, right? Have you been there for a wedding, by the way?
I've been there once only, yeah, but it's been a very long. It's not very recent, yeah. It's like pre-COVID kind, yeah.
So whenever someone has a wedding at JW Marriott, right, I really feel like, oh, they have a lot of money. Like,
yeah.
because okay, I'll explain how the layout works, right, in JW Marriott. First off, it's a complete separate building from the hotel. You enter the driveway, right? They drop off, that's the hotel, and then on the right side, right, that is like JW Marriott. It's like a whole building to itself, lah. There's a basement floor that is like the cocktail area, but they hit a lot of like very nice rooms, right, for like bridal parties to hide lah. So in a way that if you need to go and change, right, you just immediately go down after you can go and change, or you want to chill away from the crowd, you can go to those special rooms that they allocate for you lah. The main thing, right, is that when you enter the JW Marriott itself, right, there's a gigantic like LCD screen, right, that I think it was one of the pioneer ones in Singapore.
Yeah. It really was. Yeah. It's the whole wall. It looks like the whole wall. Then but the part of the walls are covering some parts of it.
Yeah. If a girl wants to have like a princess wedding or like a magical wedding, right? It's like this is the place, because I feel that the way that they customize the chandeliers to come down the place, right?
Oh yes, the chandeliers.
The glass sort of like ornaments, it gives a feel of like you're in a magical cave. You know what I mean?
Yes. Magical cave. That is really exactly it. You know, like you're like and it's
something like that.
correct. Like it's like the moment you step through the doors, you just like the first word that comes to mind is like wow.
Main thing that made us like factor in the location so much, right, is the atmosphere is really, really breathtaking lah. Like it will make you question like the price you pay, like. Okay lah, maybe worth not bad. The price you pay. I can only speak from my experience itself. Right now, it is 3,000 per table, but you have to pay 100% of the bill before the wedding. I think it's at least 1 month before. That was when I went for the meeting lah with them. There's like a scattered timeline that they do. So it's like 12 months before you must pay like a certain amount, 6 months before a certain amount, 3 months a certain amount, and 1 month before I think you have to pay the entire sum. So if there's a minimum like 28 table like requirement, right? So considering that, right, on hand, you have to fork out $84,000 like minimum lah. Cash lah. Yeah, I mean you will get it back, but it's like the thought of like, wow, I have to fork out 84,000.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like something bad happens or whatever lah. Yeah.
And they know that they can charge such a good like high price, right? Because people will still choose that place of like how magical it feels and like how classy it is. Yeah. And JW Marriott is one of them. The reason why I didn't personally pick JW Marriott is because when there's too many tables, right, there's a second floor. And I didn't like that lah.
Yeah. You have to move people onto a second floor, which is like I think 5 tables on the top floor. Yeah. And then it feels like they are separated from other people.
Yeah, like they are different weddings.
And also like it immediately shows like, okay, those people are not as important as the people on the floor.
Correct.
Yeah, which is like it's like a tense thing. For atmosphere, I think very easy. JW Marriott, Capella, these two places they got famous reputations. All right, next up is best venue for a small banquet. So now, what size would you and I consider small?
Maybe like like less than 100, right? I think less than 100 is a very small next wedding, like 50 to 100.
Yeah, maybe like 10 tables is the max.
Yeah.
So we've also noticed this trend recently that there are a lot of people that they want to do more of like intimate weddings. So it's like they feel that they do not want to invite so many people that they don't feel that it's necessary for them to come. But in that same way, it sort of like there are a lot of places that they can offer you very good food with a limited space. Do you know what I mean? Like I can yeah. So Brandon, for you, what would you consider the best place for a small banquet?
Yeah, I thought this place was very nice for people who like want a bit more oriental style wedding. It's actually a Chinese restaurant at Clarke Quay.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. It's called the River House.
Oh, the River House.
Yes, and it's very popular nowadays. And I always feel like for restaurants that will do weddings, right, you have to pick a popular place because they know what's the current trend of like weddings and like there's the people there are very good at being able to assist you. So I feel like this place is like even the walking in and the music, everything is very nice. Yeah.
Oriental feel lah.
Correct. If you really want an oriental oriental style wedding, right, this is like I feel like a place, especially for like families who are a bit more traditional. Like honestly, this is one of like a very nice. I felt like it was a very nice place. Like because it's very different. Because nowadays a lot of people want to be very modern and be very westernized, which is also nice, of course, as well. And that's why the reason why that I wanted to pick another place. But then I felt like we're talking about because I don't know when you're talking about a Chinese wedding, it's like this place was very. I felt it was like, wow, very different and very nice. And the food was good. Their Chinese food is good. Because at the end of the day, this is a Chinese restaurant. So it's like wow, I think I remember I had their scallops was like top. I remember the scallops top notch. Top notch scallops.
For myself, right, I also went for the same thing as you, similar. I went for a restaurant. This was actually my wife had a friend that got married at this restaurant, and then she said, right, the food is like really mind-blowingly good lah. So this place is called Jade, which is at Fullerton. So, at Fullerton. So this place, that place, right, it can only fit 10 tables, but they are known for being like having incredible food. It's because the restaurant is also a Michelin star like restaurant lah.
Damn.
Yeah. So they are very famous for like their egg noodle with lobster. My wife said it was like the best noodle dish she's ever eaten in her life. Really. They have this with XO sauce also and lobster. They have grouper and they have also like scallops with truffle oil. Oven baked miso cod, which is also very famous. And they have a very nice solemnization package where you do the solemnization at the Fullerton itself. They have a few venues in the Fullerton that you can do the solemnization. And then after that, right, they bring you over and then it's a very intimate wedding lah. You get the nice atmosphere of a Fullerton thing. You still get the solemnized in Fullerton, and then you also get to eat the good Michelin food.
Good food. Yeah. We should. Wow, that's true. That's true. Wow.
Okay, next up is best for a large banquet. Now, this large banquet is always like the father got a lot of friends.
Yeah.
You don't have that many friends, but your father is still your father. No choice. So in Singapore, right, there are a very limited amount of places that can do, I think, more than 35 tables. Like really, it's really very, very little lah. So most of the time, right, these places, right, you're looking at, they're going to be more like country clubs or... You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing, like a golf club.
Yeah.
For you, Brandon, what is like the best place for a large banquet?
I still pick a hotel in the end because like for me I felt like for this one hotel, right, they can fit a lot of people. I think that they can fit like 700 people.
Ooh.
If I remember correctly, they can fit 70 tables. It's the Ritz-Carlton. Yeah. And
big budget, big place.
Big budget. When you're doing a big wedding, you have to get it.
Go home. Yeah.
Go big or go home. The moment you're doing a big wedding, right, it means that you need to have a certain number of like a certain standard.
But have you been to a Ritz also for a wedding?
I've been to a Ritz, but I've never been to the huge ballroom. But I've been to the smaller ballroom. Yeah.
Yeah, same. I've been to a smaller ballroom, and then our friend also got married at the restaurant there recently. Yeah.
So I just checked. They can fit 90 tables.
Wow, 90 tables.
That's 900 people. I remember it was meh.
It's not known for having great food. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just overall, everything was decent.
Yeah.
Everything was. Nothing jumps out at you. Even the decor is nice, but it's like, it was okay. It gives you the nice feeling. You just like you go back thinking, okay, that was a nice wedding, but it's not like there's no like wow.
It's not like the JW Capella like wow.
Yeah, it's not wow for for ambience and when you eat the food, it's not like oh wow, damn, that's like the best. You know, it's not like the Pan Pac or Shangri-La or like the Michelin star Jade. Yeah.
Ritz also, I think very if you stay there in the hotel, right, as the bridal couple, right? Yeah, the view is very
yeah.
Really breathtaking. And then you get to eat the colony for breakfast.
Wow, damn. That sounds like a great weekend.
It sounds like a great, awesome weekend. Yeah. All right, for me, right, this is one of the places that at the time when I got married, we also went to go and see. Because when I look at the photos, right, I was like, huh? This place? Because when you look at the outside, right, honestly, right, the outside doesn't look great, and I think the car park also does not appear great. But when so me and Nat, right, when we saw this, we were like, huh, here, Then we're like, okay lah, we just go and see lah, go inside and see. Then when they show us the ballroom, right, both us like our jaw drop because the ballroom is damn amazing So this place, right, is actually Orchard Hotel. So yeah, this Orchard Hotel, right, can fit 100 tables
Damn. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's damn mad. Yeah, so basically, right, they did like a huge renovation just before just during COVID. So they had like a massive scale renovation, right? And then now they are the only sort of like hotel, right, that can offer 100 tables lah. So that's their like main marketing pool lah, in a way. So I also went there for a buffet recently, right? They push and then they show like, okay, we are a place that can fit 100 tables lah. We're like a different entity. And if you go into the hall, right, it's like very beautifully well done Like I was really very shocked, no? Like the high ceiling, they have like a gigantic LED screen, no? That is like really the whole span of the place lah. And then they have like different ballrooms, right, that they can segment out. So if like, let's say for instance, you want a smaller ballroom, no problem. They'll just like bury up and then like break it up lah, into a different sort of like sizing and dimension. Also, the food itself, right, it is done by a Hua Ting restaurant, which is a very famous. Price, right, is 2,200 per table, which I think is not too bad. Like if I compare like Fanpare or whatever, right? Because I'm assuming that if you want to go for such a big place, right, you want to, how to say, be able to save a bit on like the per pax per table lah, because you're going to be eating so much. The only issue, right, I really feel is that
the outside, right?
Yeah, but I think it'll be a very pleasant surprise for a lot of people. Honestly, because when they what the heck? You give one that's more atas, I give one that's more like finance, like within a
hidden, something like on the down low.
Yeah, a bit more of a manageable budget. Okay, speaking of manageable budgets, next up we're going to be talking about best value for money. The idea of good value for money is that you're trying to pay lesser lah. So, where is a good place that you feel that is like a good value for money for you?
When I went this place, right, I thought it was very good value for money, but then now thinking about it, right, as in it may not be the cheapest choice, but I feel like it's like, honestly, you get to experience. When I went there, I was just like, wow, actually, these people, they managed to enjoy like both like a very nice beach wedding at the same time a very nice dinner banquet wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's again at Sentosa, Shangri-La, La Rosa.
La Rosa.
La Rosa. But like I said, it may be a bit logistic, like a slight logistic nightmare.
Yeah.
Because because you have to go to the beach there at the same time after you walk. Everybody, you are informal at it, but it was really very nice. I really felt it was very nice because at the beach, then everybody was informal wear. It looks very class. Then after that, at the same time, you get married there. Then after that, you walk back to the ballroom and together with everybody. Then the ballroom is nice as well. Yeah. The food, it's not bad. Yeah, honestly, the food was decent. Yeah.
Okay. It's just it's a bit troublesome. You know what I mean? Like
it's slightly troublesome, but like I said, it may not be the cheapest. But it gets you there.
I'm looking at the photos also now, right? They also can do quite a lot of like different setups, right? Like they can do long table, they can also do square table and stuff.
Correct.
I guess my view of value for money is really very different. I'm thinking more for the people that like they.
Low budget. Low budget.
Yeah, they really have to like consider a low budget place lah. So if you go to like those like the wedding websites, right, those ang pao places lah, like they check the ang pao rates, right. There are some places right that is like maybe 1,100, 1,500 per table. That sort of like rate lah. So I think both of us actually went to a wedding here. It is at Mount Faber, the Safra at Mount Faber.
Oh, familiar. The Chinese restaurant on the second floor, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I can only speak from my experience, but the food there is actually really good. It's by the Summer Garden restaurant. They also have a very interesting sort of like different wedding packages that they offer. 25 tables, there is free flow stout, which is a bit different.
It really is.
30 tables and above, right? They have free flow red wine and hard liquor, which is also a bit different. They have menus, right, that range from the $1,000 to the $2,000. But in terms of like best value for money, right, even the 1,000, right, which is the cheapest package, right, they already have shark fin soup. they have yam ring with all of the ingredients inside. They have live sea bass, they have butter prawns, crispy fried chicken, exo scallop, red bean soup, cold dish, 10-course dinner for a $1,000 budget. Like it's 1,088 then plus lah. They also have 2 ballrooms. Ballroom A is for 10 to 20 tables and ballroom B is 30 to 40 tables. And you can do both ballrooms also lah. So if you want to hit more than that, just that it'll be in a separate area lah. One good thing, right, about this wedding, which I helped out for lah, and then they explained it to me also, the bride and the groom, they told me, is that they allow you to pay 100% after the banquet.
Oh.
Yeah, which is like quite
rare.
Rare lah. So apparently, like they offer it like the next day, right? You have to pay lah, but you can pay 100% of it on the next day. So if you're really looking for a place that is like good budget, good value for money, right? Decent atmosphere, you're trying to save money, but people will remember the food is not bad, right? Considering the whole thing, right? Yeah, I think this is a good place to be. My dad also, he went for this wedding, and then every once in a while, right, it's like, like dads, they always repeat the same thing.
Yeah. Wow, actually,
whose wedding the food was not bad, no? I'm like, yeah, I already know. You said this like 7 times. Yeah, the pound fever, the safra, right? The food there, decent price. Everyone don't need to pay so much for the ang pao. Everyone enjoy the food. Everyone had a very good time.
Yeah. And they can do karaoke as well.
Yeah. I know. Next up is the Creme de la Creme Award, which is going to give it to best overall wedding venue. So this place is where we think like, yeah, this place is the best. Like, it's by far the best venue lah. So where is the best place for you, Brendan?
I have to choose my own venue.
I love it.
Like, at the end of the day, there's a reason why I chose it. And that's because I felt it was the best. It makes no sense to me why I pick a place to get married at, right? And it wasn't the best to me. So even when I was thinking about it, right? Yeah lah. Like I was thinking, if I had no budget constraint, right, I would pick something different. But like overall, with including the best, like you're talking about best value for money, best ambience, best.
It has to be able to encapsulate like good location, good food, good value for money. Like, and it's not easy. And it must be able to be like, it can accommodate like a decent size.
Yeah.
It has to be like it's very hard for you to find a flaw in the place.
Yeah. So I'm talking about now they changed the name. So it's Paradox Merchant Court. Yeah.
Right. I have a friend that's going to be getting married there next year. Also, yeah.
Oh yeah. And I really always feel like, honestly, food wise, they are very decent. Like people tell me the food is good. Yeah, the food was good. Like it was a squarish ballroom with no pillars in the middle, and the ambience is nice. It's a very centralized location, Clarke Quay. I honestly don't like. It was hard for me to find something wrong with it.
Yeah. And then also like you had the option of putting where you want the stage, right? And then you put it in the
correct. And
a ballroom, like a dance.
Yes, correct. Like right in the center. So and the fact that I got a gazebo to put it in the middle, and they were very accommodating. I always feel like I spoke to because in the end, especially for both of us, we all work with especially when we help out, we talk to the banquet manager, everybody, right? There are some places where the banquet manager just sucks. Like they really honestly. Like they are very irresponsive, or like maybe they are very. It could be also the fact that they are very overwhelmed. But even though you're overwhelmed, doesn't mean that you have the right to give very bad attitude to people who are paying customers who are we paid for. It's not like you give us this ball for free. Like we just staying here, then we got this ball for free. Our friends are paying a premium. We're helping them out. I'm asking things to help settle for my friend. Like even for my Paradox, I felt like they were very responsive. They were very nice and they were very helpful. Yeah.
I just remember there was a moment where I looked at your dance, and then I just felt like, wow, you're very happy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt like the atmosphere really, for what it was worth, right, was really very magical, considering which is what you went for, right? And then
it was very value for money. Yeah,
it's very, very good value for money.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want. We can bleep this out if you want, but how much is the per pax?
No, I paid. Now it's different. Last time I paid below. I remember I paid below 200. Yeah. And actually, yeah, now it's 200 to 240, 200 to 240
very
about there.
reasonable.
Very reasonable, yeah.
I think this is a very I just have very good memories about that place as well. Yeah, in general. For me, right, best overall wedding venue. We had a friend, not really friend lah, family. I consider family now. So my wife's cousin got married at this place recently. I think that this is a really very nice wedding venue because of the entire atmosphere, the look of the whole building, the food, the ballroom, everything is very well done. It's very magical. And this is Raffles Hotel. For me,
oh, damn.
yeah. So my cousin-in-law got married there. I initially, right, me and Nat, we considered going there, but during that time they were going through renovation. So
Yeah.
But before the renovation, right, I would say honestly, I would not consider it like the best wedding venue. But after the renovation, I would say that yeah, it's really very good lah. Because I think that they offer the pricing it is okay. It's not as much as the other places, but you get the atmosphere of Raffles Hotel, which is an iconic place. You get the whole building of the outside. The ballroom is very, very beautiful because now they changed the whole setup. Now it's like nice LED screens. The food was good. There was no like bad dish that I ate throughout the night. I think the food overall was like 7 or 8 out of 10 lah. And then the people that I work with, because I did the AV and the sound, right, and then also I helped to like arrange the stuff, right. The staff that were working there were very good also lah. Very, very helpful, very, very professional, and they were running like concurrent things, right. But they never sort of neglected me. Never neglected me through this period lah. So
and honestly, one thing I can say about Raffles Hotel, right, that will be a very good, a very, very strong push factor that some people will always fail to notice, right, is that your wedding suite, right, will be amazing. Yeah,
yes,
your bridal suite is like creme de la creme, like really one of the best bridal suites in Singapore is really at the Raffles Hotel.
Yeah, it is amazing. Yeah. Okay. Before we wrap this up, Brendan, do you have like any honorable mentions for each category? Yeah.
Honorable mention. I already told you my other mention for the food. I just thought that for small banquet, right, I would have picked for atmosphere, one of the sleeper, not say sleeper lah. Another place that was I thought that it was very nice. It's a very nice atmosphere. Would be Fullerton Hotel. Yeah.
Fullerton.
Yeah, Fullerton Hotel is a magical place, and even the outside, and especially if you time it well, if you get married in August, right, like you can have your photo shoot at when the fireworks come out. Wow, there are so many people who did their while getting married halfway. Then they all came out doing the fireworks. Then after that, they took their photos there. Then it's like your wedding dinner. That's like crazy fireworks. It's just like it's amazing to see in Singapore. Yeah. Then for small banquet, actually I thought Alcove Mansion was a very nice place, especially for couples who want a dog friendly like solemnization and yeah.
Yeah,
like you can bring a dog. You can walk your dogs down the aisle. Yeah, it's very cute.
Yeah, and the pricing, if I remember for Alcove, right, it's not too unreasonable. It's like quite decent price lah.
And the food is very decent. Yeah, it's good lah. It's really very good lah.
I think like you and you've touched on quite a lot of the places that I already said. I think for best food, what's that? Mandarin Oriental is also very famous for having yeah, very, very good food. But the only one that I did consider for like best atmosphere, right, is Andas. I think it's actually very nice.
Oh, I'm going there Saturday. I'm going there Saturday. This Saturday,
right, you'll see, right, it's actually quite nice because it's like this. The whole place is like glass and stuff. Yeah. So it's a different kind of feel, and then very woody feel. Yeah. If you're watching this, right, we hope, right, that this sort of like helps narrow down the options for you if you're considering wedding venues in Singapore. Yeah, you might just like ignore us, and then you'll still end up going to.
It doesn't matter because all that matters is your happiness. Yeah. Who cares about the guests?
Who cares about the guests, man? If you want to go if you want to get married at Marina Bay Sands while there's a Marvel convention going on,
yeah, a cosplay convention. Wow, paid actors at your wedding.
You. Yeah, but overall, that was our wedding banquets episode.
Get out of here.
Oh, look at the time. The coffee shop is closing. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe. We have episode that drops every Monday. But in the same time, also, if you're into football, we have the football kaki that drops every Wednesday. And also, if you're into fun game show formats, you have the SG Draft podcast, our big podcast here, Chit Chatter, that drops every Friday. Also, if you're into fun tournament polls and you like to go to Instagram and vote for different things, we have the Instagram poll that comes out every Monday to Thursday. There'll be a knockout tournament that happens that's reoccurring everything daily. So you'll see like, okay, the first day will be a round of 8, then next up will be semi-finals and then finals, right? It's a daily thing. You can head over to our Instagram every day at 12 p.m. to go and vote for what you think should advance to the next round. And this week's tournament, I think, will be hotel related, but maybe like best food or something like that. Something like that. All right. In the meantime, we hope everyone is finding love. Be happy in your wedding. Choose a nice wedding venue, but remember,
A copier day keeps your troubles away.
baby, we found
Found love
right
where we are.